Here we go. Here goes nothing. Hold on to your seats.
Can I go to for a second or no?
And we are live. What's up, everybody? What's going on? I am Glen, and welcome to episode number 3 of the 6 Digit Club podcast. And we've got a couple of special guests on today. We've got Master Kler down there. Say hi, Master Kler.
Hello.
We've got Naomi Saphire, who is a royal artist and another superstar in the world of fibrows. Say hi, Naomi. That's Naomi. And then today, we're going to be talking about Kim Jang. Kim Jang is also an amazing superstar in the world of fibrows and microblading, and she's doing so exceptionally well that I asked her to come on here and share a little bit about what the experience is like when after you get certified, after you open your own location, and you actually begin building an empire, a microblading empire. And that's what Kim has done, and that's what we're going to talk about tonight. And we're going to have lots of fun with this. So a couple quick things. If you're watching this, if you get a lot of good value out of these podcasts that we do, please share this video. Share this video with friends and people that you think would get value from this. Comment. We'd like to hear your comments. And anything that you share back with us will let us know that we're doing a good job, that we're creating good value for you, and we'll continue to create more content like this. Does that sound good, everybody?
Yes.
All right. So we're going to do it. So the 6 Digit Club podcast, for those of you who are new to our podcast, it's all about microblading and permanent makeup career inspiration. It's about career strategies, how to grow your business, and mindset. So today we're going to dig in specifically to Kim's story. So Kim, I'd like to open things up to you a little bit here. And we've got a bunch of people who are joining us. For those of you who are on the actual live call while we're doing this, feel free to throw your questions out there. I'm going to follow the chat and look for those questions as everybody's kind of talking here. So I'm like the moderator. All right. So Naomi,
Yeah.
try not to be so funny on this call. Okay. Kim, no laughing. Kler, no jokes.
Okay.
All right.
Oh my God, I'm trying. Oh my God.
Oh my God, Kler's having trouble with her video.
I laugh now.
I'm so bad. Everybody knows how horrible I am with electronics.
Every single time we do one of these calls, I tell Kler, please get the podcast is at 8:30 if it's 9 o'clock, or 4:30 if it's 5. She ends up getting on like 2 minutes before. She ends up getting on 2 minutes before, and she's like, what does panelist mean? What does that mean? Meanwhile, she's done it like 18 times.
Stop it.
All right, Kler. So I'll let you off the hook this time.
You know what? Okay, I'm going to move to this place because I know you didn't like the light.
Thank you. So Kim, let's get started. Tell us, where are you in your business right now? Like what's going on? Where are you at, like at the stage of the business? How long have you been doing this, and what's your setup like?
So right now I have 2 salons. The second one is pretty new. I opened it in April this year. So it's a lot of effort for marketing to bring in new clients. But it's going well. It's going really well. I mean, it's a big risk that I take, but as an entrepreneur, like all of us here are, I like to play a big game and win big.
Yes, that's right.
It's worth it.
I'll drink to that.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't have anything to drink. Can you get me a drink, people?
You can mine.
Yeah. Here's to you, Kler.
Oh my gosh.
So Kim, tell us when you say it's going well, what does that mean exactly? Like, do you have people working for you there? Is it just you there? Like, how many rooms do you have? How big is it? How much is the rent? Give us a little bit of detail so we understand.
Okay. So the first location, I just looked at my lease this morning. It will be done 3 years in May next year. So I'm in this location for almost 3 years now. And it's running on cruise control now. I have a good manager, 4 people working here. They're fully booked. I'm here only 2 days a week to keep my loyal client that drive far for me so I still come here 2 days a week, but I'm mostly 4 days a week at the other location to build the momentum and hiring people. So right now I have 2 technicians work with me at the new location, but it is a struggle still to find good people to work for me, to represent me, because I only hire experienced technician, because you know I have a good reputation and I want to keep it like that.
Right.
So it is a little struggle, but I know at the end they're gonna be well worth it. I'm sure a few more months we're gonna be run on cruise control like this one.
So when did you open the new place?
April last year. I mean not this year, like earlier.
Okay,
April.
so it's about what, like 6 months or so?
Mm-hmm.
So Naomi and Kler, feel free to jump in at any time, but I've got some questions about this. So when you started, what gave you the confidence that you could open up another location and have enough and be able to fill it and make it successful?
I know I have good skill myself, and I have a great team here. I have great manager. So this location is solid. So it's time for me to go open another one and expand that, because we have good represent on Yelp. We have right today I think 170 5-star review.
Whoa, amazing.
Awesome. I love it.
Right. Yeah.
Next she's gonna go franchise. That's her next step.
That's actually my goal. My goal
I
is
know.
my goal is 15 sugar. So why am I confident? Back to your question, Glenn, because I know I can do it. I mean, it is a struggle still right now, but you know, I don't mind. I don't mind. I love it.
Was your first location a struggle to get it going in the beginning?
Yes, it is. Yes, I only have one technician with me, and then 2, and then 3. You know, but you know, like you get up every day, you have that goal that you laser focus on, that you're gonna get there. You just do it.
Mm-hmm.
Glenn, there was a question, and I'm half blind, so if I don't get like this to the phone, I won't see it. Can you look and see what it is?
So Tammy's asking, when you started after graduation, how did you get the money to start buying equipment and to rent your place?
I left the divorce with 0 money. So when I just started the course with Kler, I got my certificate with Kler September 2016. At that time, I did a little eyelash before that. So I do have a little bit, but it is not a lot of investment. There's $3,500 for the course. And then it comes with the kit. So you have enough material to do a lot of clients. And then to get your money back in, I say the first month, you know, it's really a lucrative business.
But what about for, I think she's asking about buying equipment, like buying literally like beds and furnishings and all those things.
I mean,
to start out with.
Say again, Naomi?
I said you can buy those things very inexpensively to start with, and then as you get better, you can invest in better equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. I buy used furniture.
Yeah.
You know,
it is inexpensive. The bed can be like $100 and something.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that expensive. The bed like 100 something, and then my decoration is Amazon TJ Maxx. You know, but it looks pretty enough. One day, yeah. And when I make more, then I can upgrade to like higher end. But as of right now, it's cute. People love it. You know?
You know where I did actually buy stuff for my shop was from IKEA.
Yeah, IKEA is good too. Very good.
For furniture. And you could also start with a portable bed if they had to. Those you could get really cheap, like what, $70?
Yeah, on Amazon.
Yeah, I think your biggest investment is your training.
Yeah.
You've done that, then you're.
Yeah, it's come with the kit. It lasts you for a long time.
Yeah.
And within the first month, you got your investment back.
And Kim, how much is the rent on your first place, and how much is the rent on your second place?
This first place, 18.
1,800 per month.
That's so good.
Yeah.
And how many people work there?
I have 4 rooms, so I have 4 technicians work here and front desk.
And what do they do?
They do eyelash and sugaring and lash lift.
Oh, you do? Is that why it's called sugar lash?
Yeah, I do sugaring, so that's why I call it sugar lash.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. That's cool. So you guys remove hair.
Yeah.
Do you remove their eyebrows and then put it back? Is that what you do? Sorry.
Put your eyebrow and microblade it back.
Yeah.
You can do that.
I guess you need microblading.
Oops, he went a little too much. Let me just put a few strokes back.
And how much is the rent on your new place, Kim?
Actually, 16 was not high. See, I don't have a lot of money.
1,600, right? It's
Yeah,
not 16,000 like you're in Manhattan or something. You get like 16,000.
Yeah.
How big is this space?
I don't have a lot of money, but I take a lot of risk because, I know I'm going to win at the end. Just go small, but I will go big soon.
It's so exciting.
What did you ask, Naomi?
I was asking, how big is the place that you have? Do you think you need a big place to start, or?
You don't need a big place to start. I mean, because I have staff doing eyelash, but I mean, all you need is like 10 by 12 room. That's how I started.
You have 4?
I have 4 rooms in each location. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
But you know what? Honestly, if you're just going to be doing microblading or eyelashes, you don't even need to separate the rooms. Why do you have to separate? It's not, well, she's doing sugaring. Are you doing bikini waxes and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Bikini sugaring?
But
for that, I guess you need
You don't
private.
want to limit yourself either.
Yeah, but I separate the room not because of sugaring though, because eyelash people do need their privacy too. Like when they close their eye and they have a conversation with the technician, and each room they have a conversation go in. So it's nice to have a private room.
That's true.
It's like your week.
Somebody asked something.
So
Somebody asked
are your
if
2
she's
locations
in New York.
City?
No, she's in California.
Yeah, they don't know. So describe where you're located.
Write it?
Orange
No.
County.
Describe where you're located.
So my first location is in Costa Mesa, California. My second location is in Tustin, California too.
How far apart are they?
They are 20 minutes apart. It's close enough, but far enough. It's 2 separate cities, and I live right in the middle. It just.
Oh, it's perfect.
Yeah, that's good for you.
Yeah.
And so your first place, it's pretty much like on autopilot. Like if you didn't show up there, it would continue to operate without you.
Yes. I mean, it do that 4 days a week. I'm not here 4 days a week. It runs perfectly. It's on autopilot now.
Right. That's the best kind of pilot.
Yeah.
So your new place, you suspect that like you're going through the same, like the normal experience of building the business, like putting the right people in place. And sometimes you try people and I guess they're not the right person. You don't know that until you try them for a little while. And then some people go away and then some people come. And it takes a little while to go through. It's like kissing frogs, right? Until you find your prince.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. it takes a while to find good people. And I'm picky about who I choose. Like their personality, their work ethic, their love, and their work skill is, first of all, it has to represent me because it is my name,
Yes. Monica here has a question. Hold on, let me get to Monica. Monica, we can hear you. Go ahead. What's your question? I don't know if she's ready or not. Never tried this before.
I see it mute. So I don't know. You think she can hear?
Oh, hold on.
Almost like it's muted.
Hold on, unmute. I don't want to bring her on video because I've done that before. It was not good. I surprised somebody. Fortunately, they weren't sitting on the toilet watching this.
Oh my God.
There she's unmuted.
Monica, you there? Can you hear us?
She says no.
She says no. Okay. Or you can't speak?
But she says
All right,
no
Monica,
to what?
just write your question. Just write your question.
You mute her again, I think.
I can
So Monica,
hear you,
write
but
your
I
question.
cannot talk.
Write
She says
your
I
question.
can. Why can't she talk?
I don't know.
Did
Write
you
your
mute
question,
her?
Monica. No,
You
she's
love
not on mute.
muting people.
She's not muted.
Okay. All right, Monica, you know what? I'm going to bring you on video. Okay, we're going to try this. Get ready.
You have clothes on.
I know I'm in the bathroom.
Warning. Here we go.
Oh my God.
Here we go. Monica will be joining the webinar as a panelist. Let's see what happens here.
Oh boy.
Find
Oh boy.
out.
I don't know where she is. I don't know.
She left because of you. Because
I don't know if it worked. I think I pressed the right button. All right.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
anyway. All right. So how did you get clients after graduating? Lindsay's asking.
For me,
Yeah.
Groupon.
no,
Groupon.
you did not do Groupon.
You hate that, huh, Claire? Why?
Oh, I told you in the course not to do that. You just don't listen to me.
I don't listen very well. My mom, my dad told me not to come to America. Here I am.
Oh my God.
I don't think you.
Taker.
Yeah, I don't think you should start listening anytime soon. Whatever you're doing, it's working.
So yeah, at the beginning, you know, I don't want to get friend or family. I just want to get guinea pig off the street. And how do I get that? You know what I mean? I run.
Yeah.
So that worked for me, and I'm
Actually, you know what? I like that idea now. No, I'm serious.
idea now.
Listen. You know why? Because a lot of people ask me, how do I do it, whatever. So I tell them to go on Craigslist or to go on Facebook mama groups or whatever. Because I just feel like we shouldn't be on Groupon, but I guess we shouldn't be on Groupon if we're experienced. So everybody on the Groupon should be like a newbie. Then I guess it's okay.
Yeah, exactly. No, now I don't do Groupon. You know what I mean?
Obviously.
No.
Look,
Hell
there's
no.
Monica. There's Monica.
She's muted.
All right, hold on.
I don't want you to see me. I don't have any makeup on, so.
All right, but we can hear you. We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay. Do you guys took any more classes besides Fibrows, like for example, fish shading or fee contour, or anything else when you started?
When I started, I only do microblading, and I get really good at one thing before I learn the next thing. I don't want to learn a lot of things, then overwhelm myself. You know, so just microblading. Now I do eyeliner and powder brows and lips, but that after.
Oh, okay.
And I always recommend this, to be honest with you. I tell people, don't jump into too many things,
Right.
because then you don't know which one to grab into. You master one thing and then you go to another thing, you know, or you're almost. That's why I don't like, you know, I don't know. I just feel like it's too much at one point to chew on.
I agree.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm already doing microblading, but I took a course before, you know, with a different company, and I didn't like it. So I love Fibrows, and I'm still waiting for my certificate. It's been a couple months, but I registered with Kler for the shading class.
Oh,
Nice.
And I can wait until I get my stuff and I start, you know, doing. That's what I'm asking you if. Do you have more confidence if you know more? You know, more.
Well, let me tell you, I think, you know, shading is something that I think everybody needs to learn, whether it's manual or with a machine, because you cannot do just microblading on people, on some people, right?
Uh-huh.
So if you know different techniques then you always have an option to offer to your clients. When I do my basic course, I go through all of this and I tell my students, you just don't want to take anyone, because you need to do a thorough consultation with your client to find out what is her needs and likes. For example, if somebody walks in and she has like a penciled in, like a really strong penciled in eyebrows, that kind of client is not going to be satisfied with microblading, with just microblading. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So for that reason, you need to learn shading, so you could do a combination treatments.
Right. Well, I don't want to take all your time, but I just want to let you know that I've been watching all the webinars, like all of them, and I love you guys.
Amazing.
I love
Oh,
you. You're so
thank you for
inspirational. Everybody has their own story, and I just love it.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. Thanks,
Claire,
Monica.
yeah, Glenn, you are awesome. Right?
Oh, thank you.
Totally awesome. And the other day, because I had a surgery a month ago, so I can't work right now. So I've been walking around my neighborhood, and I was watching. I was listening your webinar that you did in Spanish, and I love it.
Oh, the webinar that I did in Spanish?
Oh
Yes,
my
you did
God.
more in
Oh,
Spanish.
Dios mío.
Ay,
You
Dios
did a
mío,
great
is right.
job. You did a great job.
Are you Latina?
Yes, Mexican.
Oh,
150% Mexican.
muy bien. Entonces, muchas gracias.
I love Mexico.
Fantástico.
I love
Eres
Mexico.
fantástico.
Muchas gracias. Lo aprecio mucho. All right, Mónica, nos hablamos pronto. Muchas gracias por participar.
Bye-bye.
¿Ya? Ciao.
Thank you. Bye.
Gracias. Bye.
All right, so let me see if I can remove. Oh, stop video. Here we go. I did it. I did it without kicking her off the podcast. All right. So, boy, if only Kler appreciated me as much as Monica appreciates me. That's what I was thinking.
Hey,
Claire's like,
listen.
he's all right. He's all right.
Glenn, did you see? I shared. It was our friend's anniversary, or whatever, on Facebook. Did you see that? That's how much I care about you. You didn't even see it. You didn't
No.
like it.
I didn't see that. Oh,
I know. Even your father-in-law saw it and liked it, and you didn't.
Oh my God.
How many years, Claire?
What?
How many years friends anniversary?
9. It was 9 years.
Wow.
Well,
Well,
I've known him
9 years
longer
on
than that, but on Facebook.
on Facebook. 9 years on Facebook.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
like, I think that's as long as Facebook's been in existence. How long has Facebook been?
No, Facebook has been around for longer, but I don't think you were on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Facebook says are 9 years. Yes, I know, it's 9 years. That's why I shared it.
Oh.
I was like, oh.
All right,
And
so wait, let's get back to
actually
Kim.
cool, yeah.
Let's get back to Kim for a second. So Kim, I want to ask you, so right now, is your second location profitable?
Yeah, it is profitable, but I'm such a perfectionist. I want it to be like this location right now, so, but it is profitable, not as much as this one, but yes, it is profitable.
Okay, so you have 2 profitable locations. One is very profitable and it's on autopilot. The other one is because it's profitable, but your goal is to get it to be as profitable and to try to get it on autopilot like the first one. And then I would imagine you'll move on to the third location.
Yeah. Yeah.
I knew it. Now, women, you see that? I knew it. I don't know if you saw that far ahead, but I saw it.
Her second location is on cruise control right now. So she needs the Tesla to put it on autopilot.
And how long are you hoping to take before you go to number 3?
You know what? This second location, I would say probably 1 more year. But it's a lot of work to be done before I move to the third one, because I want to put all the roadblock down. Like, it's a well-oiled running machine from structure, like handbooks, how to train staff and the company culture and everything. I wanted to make it a well-oiled machine before I move on to the third one. I can't just like open everywhere and just like running like chicken without a head all the time.
Can I ask you a question? How many years has it been since you've been speaking English?
I came here 14 years ago, but I say maybe was
Did you know any English when you came here 14 years ago?
a little bit.
So your English is what it is in 14 years.
Yes.
Girl, if I had a hat on, I would be taking my hat off to you right now.
Oh.
No, seriously, your English is so good. And, you know, in 14 years to have done all of this in a new country, it's amazing.
You know what's even more amazing? If Naomi, if you heard the story about how she actually came to the United States, the risk that her family took to bring them out of their country to try to get a better life, like she started from nothing. Nothing.
It's really, you deserve all the success that's coming to you. Honestly, hard work pays off. And if you're not afraid to work hard, you can, you know, the world is your oyster. There's nothing that you cannot do.
Exactly. To everybody, you know, there's nothing you can do. If you set your mind to it, you can do anything you set your mind to.
Yeah, absolutely.
You
are the only thing that is standing in your way.
Exactly. I believe that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Isn't Glen doing so good with his English?
I would have never even guessed. It's like, wow.
I've been working on it for like 40 years.
And you're like Spanish.
I'm a little bit ahead of her.
How many other languages do you speak?
I speak Spanish and j'apprends un peu de français.
No way.
אני מדבר עברית, אני hablo español, and I speak English.
Okay. How about you, Kim?
Me, English and Vietnamese, and I speak a little Chinese because my actual Chinese.
I love it. We all speak more than one language on this panel.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I love it.
How about you, Naomi?
I speak English and I speak Afrikaans and I speak Milas Ligo Elinica. And
she speaks Greek. She knows how to curse in Greek.
That's what.
Ligo.
Yeah.
And I speak a little bit of Swedish. Jag inte pratar svenska så mycket. That was my bad Swedish saying. I don't speak Swedish so good.
Did you all know that Naomi was an actress before? Did you know that, Kim?
I found out in Florida, yes, a few months ago when I met her.
That's not cool.
You're not cool? I don't know. I think we could all kind of figure it out with knowledge. There's like so much. There's always a lot going on over there.
She showed me a little movie, and I was like, "You gotta be kidding me!" She was like a lawyer or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that movie. That was amazing. Yeah.
Was that the only movie you did?
Actually, I was acting next to Michael Madsen. Some of you will know.
I don't know who that is, but okay.
He was in.
She's name dropping, Claire. She's name dropping.
I know, like, who is that?
He was in Reservoir Dogs and Species.
Oh.
You know that
Reservoir Dogs? I know that movie.
The girl that was an alien and then she got pregnant anyway. Michael Madsen. If you Google him, I had like a huge crush on him when I was really young. So when I acted across from him, I was like, wow, this is so cool.
I gotta look him up.
Anyway,
By a
it's
donkey.
not about me. This is about Kim's amazing success.
Okay, yeah. So back to Kim. Naomi, you know what I was gonna say? Right when you mentioned about her language, I was gonna say to her the same comment probably that I've said to her on probably more than one occasion, because she always impresses me when she uses like catchphrases that are so American. Like she'll say like running around like a chicken without a head, or like a well-oiled machine. Like I was about to ask her, is that like, do people say that in Vietnam? Like, how do you say that in Vietnamese? How do you say a well-oiled machine in Vietnamese? How would you say it?
That is just
Vietnamese. Nobody understands it right now.
No, it's just Kim's relentless drive for being the best.
You two know me. I'm looking up to you too. You're awesome.
Where's your
Who
apple?
is the two?
Where's
There's
your
3
apple?
people here.
Where's your apple, Kim?
What's that? Oh yeah. Oh, now
Apple.
teach me how to break the apple with my bare hand.
Like that. Boom. Yeah. That's another thing she can do. She can break an apple in half like that.
Jesus, when she can take a phone book and tear a phone book in half, then I'm gonna be like,
she's gonna need a little bit more practice.
No, you see,
on the apple.
No, because if you tear a phone book, that takes strength. Breaking an apple takes freaking skill.
Well, I've never tried.
No, because a guy who's strong, who's gonna try and break the apple,
he's gonna take that course, Glen.
He's gonna just squish it. He's not gonna break it because there's.
Claire, you know what I'm gonna do immediately after this podcast concludes? What do you think I'm gonna do?
We're gonna create a course for apple splitting course.
I'm gonna look it up on YouTube. How do you break an apple in half? I'm gonna go right into my kitchen.
Well, I'm not
send you my video
tutorial.
I'm gonna destroy all the apples in my kitchen.
Are you drinking milk, Glen? Are you drinking milk?
Yeah.
It's not milk.
What is that?
This is like I'm trying to add probiotics to my body because I took antibiotics, and so this is like a drinkable yogurt, but it's got a special ingredient.
It's called kefir.
Yeah,
kefir,
but it's got a specially magical ingredient in it called coconut rum.
What?
Also, you
put rum in your kefir?
I didn't want Naomi to be drinking by herself.
Yeah, I don't feel so lonely anymore.
So Kim, let me ask you a question. Right? So you have this vision, and you clearly have a plan for yourself. When you decided that you're going to expand from your first location to your second location, did you write down plans? Did you create a business plan? How did you do that?
Well, I can be better with planning, but I just know in my head I need 15 locations. And so
Glen, I think she's like me.
That's what I was thinking.
A business plan. That's what I'm like.
We don't like pen, paper, and number now.
Yeah, they're foreigners.
Business schmam, whatever.
And you know what? You're really a minority here. You're a man, and you are not a foreigner.
That's true. That's true.
So you can't really understand how we're thinking over here.
Oh, I cannot understand you at all. But that's why I ask questions.
Yeah. So after I got a divorce, I hit rock bottom, and I just know that I have to make it big. I have to be successful. There's no turning back. So 15 locations in my head. So I opened my first one. It took 5 months for construction. So I'm like, okay, so my second location, when I find it, it had to be the same exact layout, and I just want to take 1 week. And one day, me and my manager here, I just say, hey, let's go take a look at the other location. He looked on Craigslist and found some location, and then we just go take a look. This location is the second place that we love, and it has the same exact layout. And it took me 1 week for remodeling. We moved in, and it just happened like that. I was just like thinking, but I haven't put out number or anything like that. And I'm like, okay, I'll take it.
Wow. And but you didn't you don't do. I'm embarrassed to ask this. Like projections, a pro
no, Glen.
budget.
No.
Exactly.
We don't do spreadsheets and numbers.
But you know what?
Naomi, do you do that?
No. I was just thinking.
What is wrong with you people?
No, what is wrong with you? You're 3-1.
No, I just know that I will just, once I commit to it, I will hustle and make it work.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, exactly.
If I had to put numbers on a paper, I would get overwhelmed.
Yeah, it's stressed me out.
Yes, I agree. Oh my God.
It cost $40,000 for just that. What do you mean? And so, I know that sometimes, okay, now you open up a wall and there's so many things that they couldn't have anticipated, which adds to the cost. And then I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, it's more than I thought. So now I don't think about it. I don't even want to know. How about that? Yeah, I'll just make it
I
happen.
don't want to know.
I'll just sign the checks.
And if there's a problem, I'll deal with it and I'll handle it.
Exactly. No.
We are like artists, we artists, like
We're artists. We're not like smart like Glen, you see?
No, he's a
You know
number.
what you don't know can kill you.
Yeah.
So,
Give me 5. Give me 5. Give me 5.
no, I just it makes me it'll make me worry, and if I worry, I can't work well, and I get old, which is not a good combination.
Mhm.
That's what happened to Glen. Look at him in the pictures that I put.
I know.
love
9
you,
years ago, I
Glen.
didn't look like this. I did not look like this.
But you know, there's
And
some,
look at me. Look, I look the same. Like when I was 25.
Yeah, that's because
Claire.
Claire just goes and teaches the classes and have a good time, and I worry about everything else. So we're going like this. I'm getting older, and she stays the same age.
at the same time, I don't.
just heavier, Glen.
Yeah,
traveling.
that's the difference.
I'm not advocating that one doesn't do any planning at all. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that
Of
if
course.
you know you want to do something, then it's all within reason, right? You're gonna make it happen. But knowing
right.
exactly how much it's gonna cost, it's like a ballpark kind of a thing. I'm not saying that you shouldn't plan, because by not planning you plan to fail. I mean, we all know that, but it's the details of it doesn't really matter so much. It just matters that that's what I
Dream
want,
big.
and I'm gonna make
Dream
it
big.
happen. I'm gonna this month or next 2 months, I'm gonna do every single opportunity that comes my way, so I can make it happen.
Mhm.
So that's what I mean.
Yeah, like my second location is $1,600 rent, and I can do 3 microblading rent is paid. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know?
You could do that with one hand.
Yeah.
You go out to the restaurant, it's like, oh, that's a set of lashes. I can do that.
Yeah. That's how I calculate in my head.
Yeah, I'll just have to do 10 sets.
You know what? You know what's so funny about that? Because for a long time before I was in this business with Kler, I've been in the financial business, and so I sold investments, right? And so it's funny that you describe that, like you'll be out to dinner and you'll be like, oh, that's how much is it? That's about 1 set of lashes, or you'll look at this, and that's about 3 microblading appointments, right? I used to think of it and like that's about.
Do you know that I taught that to Leslie Ritchie, Master Leslie? And her husband hates me now. Hates me.
Why?
I go, Leslie, that's just 3 microblading. Leslie, that's 2 microblading.
But it's true though.
I swear. And now, you know what? Jaime is like, Claire, you did something very bad to Leslie. You opened up her eyes, and now it's not dollars. It's microblading. This is 5 microblading. This is
Whole game.
Right.
It's like a different currency.
Yes.
Yeah, all of a sudden it's much more doable.
Right. Exactly. And then when she started teaching, I'm like, okay, don't worry, that's 2 students. Now it's like, you know, when she's opening her academy, don't worry, that's like 5,000 students. Not so bad. I'm joking.
That academy is 5,000 students that she opened.
I don't know, it's like 100,000 students. Shit. Oh, sorry.
Bleep.
Bleep. But did you see that academy? Are you kidding me?
Oh, it's amazing.
I don't know. I don't even want to think about that.
Oh my God.
Ching, 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 ching.
Kim, you should come to the grand opening she's gonna make.
No,
I think in February, and I'm gonna do a course.
Oh, you are gonna do a course?
I'll just stay right here, okay?
You come with us now.
I said that because she's in California.
No,
Of course you're welcome to come.
I'm also opening up a new location, and I still have to, pay for all that stuff.
If you want to come, you can do it. You could still pay a stupid ticket to California. It's not a fortune.
I can do anything I want to do.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Now, women,
you know what?
are the only thing in your way.
Yes.
What?
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. You just told me that about 10 minutes ago. Never mind.
Yeah.
And I am not in my way. I am standing behind me, pushing myself.
But I love it. You
Don't
know
think
what?
about it.
You know
Just
what
do
I
it.
love? You know what I love, Kim? That you're like 15 locations. Have you been reading my quotes daily? I put like quotes on Instagram and on Facebook.
You do? I haven't.
Why is Facebook's algorithms not showing me that? Oh, I'm not on Facebook so much because I'm working.
All right, well, you should go read it because they're very inspiring. A lot of people have told me that they're very inspiring.
Okay, I'll go read it.
But what was your point, Claire? What were you going to say about it?
You see, she says, Monica says she loves what? What did she say?
Your formula.
I'm like, what?
Formulas for success.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Dream big, baby. Dream big.
Dream big. 100%.
And soon enough, it's not a dream anymore.
So let me just bring
I said that too.
So let me come back to this point that I was asking. So Kim, you actually did have a plan to a certain extent, in the sense of, like, you had in your mind, okay, it's $1,600 a month. It's just like my previous place, the layout. So I can make it really quick.
Yeah.
You knew how you filled your old place, and you know that worst case, it's only 3 microblading appointments to cover the rent. So you felt very comfortable taking the risk.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Like, what's come to, I still can pay rent. It's not a big deal. It's the matter of like when I'm gonna make a lot of profit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But I'm not worried about losing money or anything like that.
Did you start making profit like literally as you open? No way. Really?
As I open my rent, they give me 3 free months. 3 months for free. So I have that 3
Oh,
months,
that's good.
yeah, to build. So like maybe the first month, second month, not so much, you know? The third month start picking up, and then just like that. And now we
Little by little, yeah.
Mhm.
Glenn, there are questions coming, but I can't.
All right, so
see.
here's a question. Kim, what's the percentage of microblading that you do relative to the other like treatments in your first place that's very profitable on autopilot?
in this location right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the location you're in is your first location, right? That's where you are?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
what percentage of microblading was eyelash?
Yeah.
Or sugaring.
Yeah, so I would say the microblading money that I make alone is equal my 4 employee doing eyelashes.
Mm-hmm. Without you doing the microblading, with just your employees, does it make money without you?
100%.
I'm sure. Yeah.
2,000 every day.
Wow, that's amazing.
Damn.
Kim, can I borrow a little bit of money? I need a little. Can you lend me just a little bit of money? What do you do with all that money? Do you
Kim, will you adopt me?
Claire,
That's the next question
Kim,
from Glen. That's the next question from Glen.
Claire, I think about Kim, like on her bed, like doing like, you know, a snow angel, like this.
Yes, yeah,
except
like this
she's doing
with
a
the
money
money.
angel, a money angel with $100 bills.
I've been home cash
yeah,
a lot of time, and my kid, she's 8 years old, and she's like, Mommy, you have a lot of money. But I know you work really hard for it, you know, because she know, like, I wake up at 3 o'clock every day. I walk out of bed. She know I left the bed, but I wake up at 3 every day, you know. I mean, during the day, I'm a technician behind the chair. And then in the morning, that's when I wake up and delegate tasks to everybody, this location, the other location. And then 9:30 to 6 o'clock, I'm a technician.
You wake up at 3 a.m.?
I was waiting for somebody to ask that.
At what time do you go to bed?
9.
She wakes up with the Eastern time. She wakes up with the Eastern
that's why
time.
I talk to Glen in the morning.
I know, she texts me so early in the morning. I'm like, what? How is this even possible? Texting me so early. But we're going to be having this conversation, and if this podcast goes any longer, we're going to be talking, and Kim's just going to go like this.
I know. But Kim, you know what? When I was in California teaching the last time, that was like really past your bedtime.
Yes.
That's why she was like this at a dinner table.
Kler like, you need coffee.
And then she took me to a foot massage place, Glenn. This is actually very funny. So I said, you know what, Kim? I said, my ankle really hurts me. You know, the one that I broke. So she goes, you know what? I know what to do. We should do the foot massage place. And we're in Vietnamese town, which I never even knew that there is such a thing as Vietnamese town. Like I've heard of Chinatown, but I've never heard of Vietnamese town. So we go to this place and she goes, do you want like a fancier place? It'd be like $20, no, $25 an hour, or we could get it for $15. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to treat you for the fancier one, the $25 one. And then we go in, and these people they don't speak English, and I'm like wondering, why doesn't Kim speak in Vietnamese to these people? This whole time I'm wondering why. And we're like suffering. Oh, the water is not hot enough or whatever. So then we come out, and then I realized that they were Chinese.
Oh. They were Chinese in Vietnamese town?
Right. And I felt so uneducated because,
Chinese.
She looks Asian, and I'm like thinking we're in Vietnam. Well, you know what? Actually,
so racist.
No, I thought she was Vietnamese. Well, why would I think that she's Chinese? And I'm like thinking, you know what? Is she becoming like snotty? That's what I'm thinking. Is she being snotty, like she's speaking English?
No.
I'm like, but I'm like, that's not Kim. That's like so weird. But I wasn't gonna ask because I didn't want to be rude,
Right.
Oh my God, that
Well,
was
she
funny.
said she only speaks a little bit of Chinese, only enough to get a foot rub.
She didn't. She was speaking English. I don't know.
That was fun.
Oh, dear.
It's very inspiring what you have managed to create, Kim. Really.
100%.
It really is. It's wonderful for everybody out there who is looking to advance. Maybe they've taken their training and they're struggling. It can be done, and you are proof, and that is very inspiring.
You know what? I want people to know, yes, I understand it's not easy, because I saw somebody was asking over there, like, how do you get clients? It's not easy or whatever. I agree. It's not easy. You have to hustle. But what is easy? What is easy? Every corner there's a nail place. People are still, you know what I mean? And some nail places are doing like so busy. My nail person, look how nice she does it, Erin. Do you know that you cannot get in with this girl ever? She does nails. You can't get in. If I have to reschedule, I can't get in. But meanwhile, I could just walk into some other nail place and then they take me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
There is going to be people that is going to be very successful. There is going to be some people that are going to just get by. They're going to, and what I think you need to think and focus, which is great thing, I think, is if you're doing nails, you have to do freaking 50 sets of nails to survive. If you did like 2 microbladings a week, just freaking 2.
Yeah.
Like you will have a very good living.
Yeah.
You will make a very good living.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they charge like $500, that's like $1,000, and it's 52 weeks. That's like $52,000.
Look at Kler coming on with the math. Oh, what's up, math?
What's up, Facebook?
Yeah, no,
but it's true.
Yeah, no,
I
100%. And you don't have to kill yourself.
I really think that they should look at the glass half full, because you could always look at the glass half full or half empty. If you have good attitude and good energy, you will attract good, and then clients will like you. I think it's really, really important. Like do we have time? Can I tell a story? Like a real
let's make this the last story. And then I just want to actually, before you tell your story, just real quick, I want to suggest something to Julia. okay, who's asking, I'm sorry, not Julia, whoever the person is above Julia. So
Yeah,
the person above Julia is saying that and then we'll hear your story. Don't forget your story, Kler. So she said that she kind of rushed into a suite that's $355 per rent per week. Okay, per week.
Wow.
And how can I get clients fast? I've been posting everywhere and I haven't been able to land them because no profile built.
I know. I know the answer. I know where she is. She's
Okay.
in a sweet salon. She's in one of those sweet salons. Is she or not? Where is she?
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, yes, that is me.
Yes, that's me.
But okay. All right, listen, this is very easy. I have the solution for you because I used to be in a sweet salon. You need to go make friends and you need to offer them a referral fee, okay? So go and start schmoozing with the hairdressers, with the nail techs, and offer them $50 or $75 referral fee. But believe me, they will send you people.
Yeah, I do that.
Just one other suggestion for, I think it's Kiona. So Kiona, Naomi and Kim are members of this thing that we created called the 6-Digit Club. That's what the podcast is. It's the 6-Digit Club podcast. And so the 6-Digit Club is those microblading artists who have achieved great success and they're making more than $100,000 a year, right? And so I did video interviews like this. In fact, I did interviews with Naomi. I've done interviews with Kim. And I did interviews with a whole bunch of our 6-Digit Club members. And I asked them, how did you go from 0 to your first $10,000 of revenue? That's it. Just your first $10,000. And I took the 5 interviews that I felt were the most compelling and had like the most best ideas that someone could use. And it included 5 6-Digit Club members who never had any experience in microblading at all. Nothing. They literally started from 0. And they how did you make your first 10,000? So we made a program out of this and it's called Your First 10K from Microblading. And I just sent you the link in there. It's on our Academy website. If you go to microbladingacademyusa.com, you'll see under training, it says business building courses, and you'll see it in there. That's one of the programs. It's like almost 5 hours of interviews that are full of so many ideas. And a lot of the ideas, like the idea that Kler just mentioned, are things that you can do that don't cost any money. There's so many things that you can do that are just like pure, straight up hustle based. And so I have no doubt that first of all, I know Kler hustled like crazy, and I know her work ethic. And now you know Kim's work ethic. The girl wakes up she said 1 o'clock in the morning. Girl doesn't sleep. The girl doesn't sleep.
No.
She doesn't sleep. You got it.
6 hours sleep, 9 to 3. There you go.
You know what? I heard, Kler, we'll get back to your story. We'll end it with your story. But I just wanted to say this because there's a saying that I heard like one of those motivational speakers say one time, and it was one of the most compelling things I ever heard. And I'm going to share it with all you now. You know what? Never mind.
What?
Oh,
I forgot my story. I forgot my story. I don't even remember.
Let me just tell you real fast. Kler, you're going to tell your story.
I don't remember. I forgot.
That's why I told you to remember your story.
I'm talking. I forgot.
Oh, you were saying you were in a suite.
Now, women, hold on. Let me give you this because I want everybody to remember this. Because Kim knows this, but I want everybody to hear it, right? I'm going to summarize what Kim's life, what her work ethic is. You have to want success more than you want sleep.
Yes.
I heard this and I was like, holy shit, that's amazing.
Bleep, bleep, bleep.
Oh.
I sleep when I die. Just kidding.
But like you have to want it so bad. Like you have to want it more than you want to, like you want to breathe. And he told a story how he took this guy that he was coaching and took him out into the water, and he took him out so deep, and then he literally like held him under the water until the guy was flipping out and trying to get up, and he was holding him under the water, and he was trying to teach him the lesson that you see how bad you wanted to, you were going to get me off of you and get above the water so that you could breathe no matter what. You were not going to fail at that. You were going to do that, right? Because you wanted it, because you have to breathe. So you have to want success like you want to breathe. You have to want success more than you want to sleep. And you're going to have to give up some sleep if you want to be successful. So many people are not willing
I
to do
like that.
Claire,
Kim,
so
you
many
said
people.
that? Did you say that to him?
I just say I don't sleep much, and he make that up. But that's what I
Oh,
believe.
Yeah.
That's what I believe too.
But seriously, so many people, they want to be successful. They say they want to be successful, but if you watch them, they do not do the things that
Yeah.
would be required to really be successful. They'll tell you they're working hard, or they'll tell you they're doing this or they're doing that. But in reality, if you see somebody like Kim, I mean, that's crazy. Waking up at 3 a.m. I don't wake up at 3 a.m. I wake up at 6, and that's not easy. But still, I mean, waking up at 6 or waking up at 8, I mean, like, how many hours of sleep do you get a night? What are you willing to do to get the success that you want? What are you willing to do? What are you willing to sacrifice? I think it's pretty clear what Kim's willing to sacrifice, you know? So Claire, what was go ahead, Kim.
I'm really trying to remember. I love that success happens when staying, I can't read it, okay.
When staying where you are becomes more uncomfortable than the fear of changing.
That's right.
Yeah, that's another good one. Thank you, Kelly.
Claire, your story, you wanted to say about how she was asking about the suite and the money that she needs to pay for her suite, $355 a week, and you were saying that you have a solution because you had...
No, I already said that. I don't remember. I don't remember what I was gonna say. Sorry.
I remember last.
It's okay.
Maybe I was not listening. Very possible.
Buy a donkey.
Very possible.
You know what's going to happen? As soon as we end this podcast, I'm going to get a text message in about 10 minutes. Oh my God, I remember what I was going to say. Can we turn the podcast back on for a second? What does panelist mean?
Oh my God. You know what? Listen, you know what is good? You know what? I'm going to say something different. Tonight, I was sitting in my kitchen, and Daniel, my little guy, wanted help. And Scott, my husband, was not around. I don't know what he was doing, something. And then I said, let me see, maybe I could help you. So I started reading this thing, and I didn't know what is, I can't even remember. It's like some English words that I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know the meaning of this. I can't help you. So then I said, I'm stupid, I guess. I said, I don't know. I felt so frustrated. And then he looked at me and he said, you're stupid? And I said, well, I guess I'm not stupid, but I'm stupid in some things and not stupid in other things. I'm like, I could teach you eyebrows. And he started like laughing. But I'm like, I cannot do his 3rd grade. Like embarrassing? Maybe I should.
No, it's not embarrassing, Claire. 3rd grade is not what it used to be. Believe me. 3rd grade is like college level.
I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? This is so hard, right? So, this is what, like he had to add ly, and he had all these words like honest, this, that. I'm like, I know one. I'm like, honestly, you could do that. That I was able to figure out, but everything else, I couldn't figure it out. And then I felt so stupid. And I told him, I said, I feel so stupid. And he's looking at me, he's like, you're stupid? And I'm like, you think I'm stupid? And he's looking at me and I'm looking at him. And it was like, it was actually pretty sad because I felt like I wanted to cry because I felt so stupid. And then he saw me like I'm almost crying, and he started like almost crying. And I'm like, no. I go, Daniel, don't feel bad. I said, I'm super successful. Don't worry about it. I don't have to do this. And I don't know what is 8 times 5, but it's okay. I could still make it in life, you know?
40. You know what? You
Glen,
don't need to know.
I know.
What 8 times 5
Listen,
is.
but honestly,
he doesn't need to know.
Listen. This is funny. This is also a funny story. But listen, when I was a little girl, my mom, all my mom wanted, you know, was like to put me through school. Because she never went to school. She didn't have money. So she worked so hard. She was a seamstress. And she said to me, I want you to go to college. I want you to be something. So she was paying for me to go to a private school. Okay. Nobody probably knows this story. So me, meanwhile, I'm not smart that way. I'm not book smart. So she was like so upset, and she was pushing me. You need to learn. You need to learn. You need to be something. And you know what happened? Around when I was, I guess I was 15, like when I was in the first year of high school, 15 or 16, whatever I was, I don't remember, 15. I went to my mom and I go, Mom, I don't want to go to this school anymore. And she was so disappointed. And she said to me, are you kidding me? There's a saying in Turkish, I made my hair a broom for you, and you want to quit school? I know. I felt so bad. And I'm like, listen, you know what? I'm going to go to a vocational school. I had like horrible acne. And I'm like, I want to learn skincare. I want to help people, who have bad skin to be able to have better skin. That's why I wanted to go to the beauty school. And she's like, beauty school? Oh my God. Like it was the end, guys. I'm not kidding. It was the end of the world for her. Like her whole life completely collapsed. That I'm never gonna be something, But the crazy thing was, I go to the beauty school, the vocational school. Guess who was the number one of the school?
You.
Kler Rosenberg. Because I was doing something that I loved.
Right.
It's true. So I graduated the beauty school number one. I was the number one, the most successful student with honors, like with the certificate or whatever.
Wow.
So my point is, find what you love.
Yeah.
If you find what you love, you'll be able to do it. And you know what? You know what they used to call me when I was a little girl? Like they used to call me, oh, she's a little slow. I swear, Glenn, my family said this. And imagine growing up, I'm thinking I'm not smart, but I'm not, I'm very business smart. You know that. I'm very smart that way. But if you give me, numbers or whatever, I can't. That's why, why you came right into the business. So I think after that, I would never push my kids to do something that they don't want to do. I think
Right.
you need to love what to do. And I used to cry. I swear to God, every day that I'm stupid, that how come I don't know what is 8 times 5? I know, Glenn, kind of, unless it's like the bigger number. But like the 7s, the 8s, you know what I'm talking about? Like, what is 7 times 6? I'm like, I don't know. And my mom, my grandma, every day in the morning, they would go, okay, what is 5 times this? What is this? And then I would get it wrong. And I was so ashamed from it that I didn't even want to tell any of my friends, guys. I was so embarrassed that I didn't know. And now I'm telling the whole effing word that I don't know the times table and I can make it.
Yeah. So can I say something to that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't focus on what you don't know. Focus on what you know.
Right.
Yeah. And and success will come. If you fall down, you will fall down. But get up and run faster and just find what you love and do what you love. One day you're gonna be the best master in the world, like Master Kler Rosenberg.
You can dream
Thank you.
Yep.
Yes.
You know what? It was funny because I went to my family. I didn't even go. My mom did. We have like this WhatsApp group, like a family group. And she put the award and everything. I think she was kind of proud because she was feeling like she failed. Like I couldn't go to college and I couldn't do this. Now it's funny. Like you'll see my mom sharing my Facebook posts with my students. She's not proud. It's cute. Very cute.
That's wonderful.
Well,
So at the end, I didn't let her down, right?
Even though you became a beautician.
Right, it wasn't so bad after all.
Meanwhile, who would have known that going in the direction of beauty school would lead you to this microblading thing where you could make an income that's higher than many doctors in your community?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I have a client who's a lawyer. Believe it or not, she told me one day this, and I was super disturbed. She goes, "You make more money than me." She said that to me.
Is that
funny?
Is that your lawyer your client that we used?
No, I love her. No.
Oh,
I actually like this other client too, but it was just weird comment. And I'm like, what? She didn't just say that. It was like weird.
Okay.
Well, listen, thank you.
You get hater when you succeed, right? Go ahead, Glenn.
Well, I want to bring this to a close because we've been on for an hour here, a little bit more than an hour. And I want to thank all of you for participating and making this so interesting. And thanks for ending it on a positive note. Kler, thanks for sharing your story. Kim,
You're
thank
welcome.
you for sharing about your amazing, unbelievable success. Naomi, you're always adding fantastic color commentary to every podcast and webinar that we do. So I thank you very much.
Okay. Even if you just keep me on for the show, okay.
No, I keep you on for the folk. The folk.
Oh, wait, buy a donkey.
Wait,
Can you tell them what that is? Buy a donkey in Afrikaans means thank you very much.
Yeah. You just buy a donkey. And at the end of the day, you'll have a bunch of donkeys that you can sell.
Oh my God. Y'all are crazy.
Glenn, can I say something?
Sure.
Okay, so this is very lucrative business, and Kler is the best master in the world. If you guys take courses with her, you have a really good opening for this new, career. And then Glenn, he do business coaching. So if you need help, you learn a skill from Kler, and then Glenn will help you launch your business.
Yeah, you don't even need to go anywhere else. You can just get yourself fast tracked all in one place.
Yeah, exactly.
And I swear I'm not a monster.
And website, you need a website. That's like the most important thing for your business. You have to look good online these days. That's like the only way now, and Glenn do amazing website. I have website done from him. I got so many compliments from my client.
Me too. He did mine too.
Yeah.
Now, Naomi, the reason I said that, you know what was my name? Before I was a microblading master, my name, I used to do a lot of hair removal, like Brazilians and eyebrows and stuff like that. So my name was, her name is Kler. She removes the hair.
Are you serious?
And you know what? Now I say, I tell my students, I'm not a monster. I'm just a master.
Her name is Kler. She gives you hair. Now you can change that around.
That's a new
Her
one.
name is Kler. She gives you eyebrow hair.
Oh my God, I like
All right,
that,
can we please end this party because it's never going to end at this rate. Thank you guys. I appreciate all of you. Kim, congratulations. I wish you lots of luck.
Congratulations.
I have no doubt you're going to be very successful with this second location because you want to move on to 15 locations and you're not going to stop until you get there. So I have no doubt that you're going to be successful with this one and then the next one. Now, Wimmy,
I can't wait to feature you when you have the 15 one.
Yes.
I'm sure it won't be that long.
I'll be there. Yeah.
Let's open one in Florida.
My ex won't move there. That's the problem. I have to be.
All right. I gotta shut up. Glenn is like giving me dirty looks.
Bye. Okay. Bye. Adios, everyone. Thank you so much. Episode 3, 6 Digit Club podcast. We'll see you on the next one.
Adios.
Peace.
Bye bye. Peace.